Welcome. In this video we're going to learn how to import or place our sketched developed file that we've chosen as our final onto Adobe Illustrator. So to begin with, we're creating a new file. So we're going to File New, and we're telling Adobe Illustrator our final version or document, how we're going to present that. So in this case we're going to print it, choose a preset, change the units and give it a name. Select your orientation and click Create. You can see earlier on from my sketch page I've taken a photo of my sketch. This is a 1:1 scale drawing and an isometric sketch. First thing we're going to do is place that image into Adobe Illustrator. So File, Place, and select your image. If you hold down Shift, it will keep the proportions the same. Then we're going to use our objects to begin drawing. Up the top here we have our Essentials dialog box, and if you click in Properties you can see how we change our fill and stroke or transform, and here's our layers. We're going to create another layer and call the first layer the sketch drawing layer. Second layer we might make this the outline layer. To select or draw in the layer, you want to first highlight that layer. So if I turn off sketch layer now, you can see my image disappears. So in outline layer, first thing we're going to draw is a rectangle, and from your 1:1 drawing, measuring these dimensions will tell you how big to draw your rectangle. So I'm going to draw my rectangle here, a width of 70 and a height of 100. So that's the box or the rectangle that we've just drawn. If you select the black arrow, you can click and drag to move your objects. Holding down Alt, if you've got a mouse with a scroll button, will let you zoom in and out very easily. The next thing we can do here is holding down Shift to keep the proportions the same. Just move our sketch over the top of that rectangle, and you can see we're pretty close now to the size that we're looking for. I'm going to turn my sketch off and draw this rectangle now. So to draw a rectangle, we select the rectangle tool. Just going to check that I'm in the right. I need to go over here because I was on the sketch layer. Go to Outline, select Rectangle tool, click, and consider whether you want the same width. Check your drawing. Mine is a slightly larger width at the front. Don't think it's quite 90, so I'm just going to check again and make this one 80. Okay, so you can see the guidelines, the pink ones, tell you when you're intersecting together. By selecting the white arrow, it will let us delete one of these paths. So here You can see now this rectangle only has 3 lines and this rectangle has all 4 lines. That's important because when we go to laser cut, it won't cut along this line twice. So the path of the laser will go like this and then here and not back down here. So that saves a lot of time in the production process. We'll turn back on here and now we're going to make this shape here. So I'm going to draw a rectangle from here to about the height. Look for the guidelines in pink and holding down my line segment tool, I'm going to turn off the sketch so that it's not in the way. I'm going to draw a line down here, turn on my sketch again just to give me an idea of the intersection points I'm looking for. Draw a line again. If I select, it'll deselect that previous line. And you can approximate, you can see, or you can use the guidelines. That line there was 120, this one is 150, so we're at 30-degree increments. I'm going to turn off the sketch and draw an arc between those lines now. Oops. Okay, I'm going to make a new layer and call this construction lines, and that's so that these lines that I've created here, I can turn them off but not delete them and have to redraw them. So selecting them using the shift click button, Control X will delete but they're still in file. Select the layer and then Control Shift V will paste them back in place, and now I can turn them off. I'm going to use the transform tool. You can see here it's saying what would you like to transform. So I'm going to copy these 3 arcs and then paste them in the same place and then transform them. So if I deselect and then select those arcs, I can now click and drag this line here. Hopefully it's on construction, it's not, so I'm going to place that now on construction. Oh, okay, so I have to unlock that to see it. And Control X, Control, oh, there's an outline. So we want that on there, Control Shift V. Great, so we can turn off construction lines now. This one can also be construction line. Okay, this line here we don't need anymore, so we go to the white arrow, select that. You can see I've just clicked this one and I can delete that. Alright, so this is in essence the 2 sides of this shape. Once we create the windows, we can copy this twice, so we'll have 2 edges and 2 faces, and that will be the beginning of our stationery holder.